Welcome back to Cliff's Corner. I hope you've had a chance to watch all 27 episodes of Cliff's Forgotten Skills video. Now I want to introduce a new segment to Cliff's Corner, featuring extended footage and outtakes from the making of the video. Much of this footage was not included in the video because of time constraints. I hope you enjoy the outtakes and extended in-depth footage, and I hope it will make your camping experience more enjoyable.
You're going to need a saw in order to cut pieces of wood to size so that you can split them with your hand axe. I've assembled 3 very good saws. Each one's a little different. Let's take a minute and probe the differences between them. First, some basic rules. The longer the blade, the easier the saw will cut. So you may like short blades because they look handy and because they're very light, but the longer the cutting surface, the less hard you're going to have to work. Keep that in mind if you're going to be cutting a lot of wood. Next, I want you to notice the difference between these 2 basic blade designs. The one on your left has all teeth. The one on the right has both teeth and a funny looking structure here, which is called a raker. There are 4 cutters and 1 funny looking structure, rakers. Now rakers don't cut. Rakers rake. The purpose of a raker is, if you're cutting in green wood or resinous wood, the wood tends to gum up the kerf of the saw. So you put in this little raker here to just literally shove the chips, shove the sawdust out through the saw kerf. The rakers don't cut. They rake. This is the best style blade if you're going to build a cabin from green trees. If you're going to cut green trees and saw green wood, you probably want a saw with rakers. But hey, have you ever seen a carpenter saw with rakers? Of course not, because carpenters are cutting dead, dry wood. Clue, so are you. In fact, if you're not, in most places, you're going to jail. The point is, you don't need rakers on a wood saw. You need cutters on a wood saw. If these 2 blades are the same length, and this saw has 1 raker for every 4 cutters, that means that 1/5 of the blade is useless as far as cutting. This style blade will cut 20% faster than this style blade. But you know what? It's a no-brainer. Manufacturers put this style blade on a lot of saws simply because they think it looks cool. People think it looks cool, so they buy the blades. But you can change any one of these blades around in record time. You don't need to buy expensive fancy blades. Your local hardware store probably has standard tooth blades that'll fit your folding saw. So we need 3 tools, a sharp knife, a sharp hand axe, and a saw. We're ready to make this fire.
I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Cliff's Corner, and if you have, give it a like. And please subscribe to my channel.